It's a great weekend of football. Let me get my boy Sean up in here. Boop. Get on up in here.
Yo, yo.
Yo, 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 yo.
Go ahead and look at it. Y'all can see the jersey. It's on.
Cat gave us the clear. We're good on the ears now.
We good.
You look good, Blue.
Are we good now?
Yes, you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
You look good.
Woo!
Hey, don't adjust your screen. I know it looks blue. It is what it is.
Awful blue today, Sean. It looks awful blue today.
Yo, let's start tagging these folks back in here.
Hey, let's get him. Let's get him. Let's get him. Come on, everybody. Get on up in here. We're going to talk some football. I know y'all had an exciting weekend.
Some of us.
Some of us. Getting ready. Okay, let me push some of that there. Boom. 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 Savvy.
I'm gonna go in the other room so it doesn't echo between us two.
All right.
Yeah, David.
I got you in here.
He looks good in blue.
You can't see it because
It looks great in blue.
No, I don't.
Yep.
I don't hear any
I
of
think
this.
it's his new color.
I don't hear any of this.
He looks great in blue. My God. You're so handsome.
I don't want to hear any of this nonsense.
Which colors, man? You look so good, man. I'm just saying, you look really good in them colors, man. I think you should switch over.
Man, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not happening. Get
John,
it out
it's
of here.
okay, man. Yeah, man, you look good, man. You look good. Hey, everybody get on up in here. We're going to talk some football. We're going to give you about a minute, and then we're going to get into this thing because we got a good show today for you guys.
Yeah. Come on, folks. Join on in.
Get on up in here. Get on up in here.
Let's get it done, folks.
Let's get her done.
My daggone team.
Man, Sean, you look good in blue, man. Before we even start the show, man.
I can't stand this daggone blue.
You look good in that blue.
Hey. How you doing?
Hey, Mom, what's up, man? What's up?
Don't
we want to
adjust.
talk football. She was able to squeak her fantasy off by the skin of her teeth.
Yo.
And she was playing somebody with two people on a bye week.
Wow.
She still almost lost.
Poor Sean.
And then Sean, he leaving players out on his fantasy. He had a stressful week, man. After the 1-5 games, he didn't want to watch no more football after that.
I'm done. I think I almost won.
You almost won. You almost won. Golly. All right, we're going to get into this thing. I hope everybody's in here. We're going to start the show. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. Yeah. You already know.
What up, Greg?
Fun place to have this exciting talk about this wonderful game called football.
Yeah.
Man, we had an exciting weekend of football, Sean.
We did. It was exciting up until certain kickers want to make 59-yard field goals and make it seem like it's nothing. That wasn't exciting.
Yeah, we'll get there, Sean. Don't worry, we'll get there. But we can go ahead and put out the fact that there was a team who got the rest this weekend. And I made some calls over to my boy Jerry, and Jerry that the team relaxed. They're ready. They focused. They're getting better. They're planning to come out of this bye week on the up and up. I'm just putting that out there now, Sean.
Okay. Now I will say the NFC East teams aren't doing great after the bye week.
I think the Cowboys still feel comfortable. We still feel pretty comfortable.
How are we all still in this race? I can't even understand this.
Hey, it looks like the Giants. Are the Giants number one?
No, they're two.
Because the Eagles number one because of the tie.
Yeah, because the Eagles are 3-5-1 and the Giants are 3-7.
Yes. And the Eagles unfortunately have that tie, which is going to make it nasty in the end.
Yep.
But let's go ahead and get into it, Sean. Topic number one. Let's go.
Let's do this. Topic number one. The Steelers are still winning. Sydney, I see you on here. Y'all saw the video I just put up.
Steelers are still winning.
I'm still hating. I'm going to start sipping right now.
But did we expect them to lose this game? Now, let's be serious about this.
No.
Did we expect them to beat the Cowboys or Cincinnati? So are we surprised that a team with a very easy schedule is dominating?
Yeah, no, we're not surprised. We're not surprised. In fact, we thought that they were going to do this last week against Dallas. They didn't. They did what they were supposed to do this week, but I'm not going to give you no credit for that. I'm not giving you no credit
I'm
for
not.
whooping up on the Bengals.
I'm not. I see you, David. 9-0. We're gonna give it to you, but you cannot even make the argument that you guys don't have one of the easiest schedules out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Easiest schedules out. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not taking away from your 9-0. You gotta win the games. You won the games, but I'm just saying we're always gonna drink hater. We're always gonna drink the hater juice.
Look,
hey, Sydney said we've beat more playoff teams than any other teams in the league, averaging 30 points a game, plus our defense. Come on. Oh, here we go. Your defense, did they show out against the Cowboys?
Wow.
I believe we're pretty bad.
Look.
Cincinnati, I'll give it to you. You beat Cincinnati, but you've been in every game. I mean, the Eagles almost beat you guys. Are we right or wrong? The Eagles almost won.
Okay,
you guys definitely almost lost a lot of your games.
Right, I get it, Sid. A W is a W. In this league, they're hard enough to come by.
They got it.
You know, I'll give it to you. But hey, don't get it twisted. You can lose the next 7 games and go 9-7 and barely make it to playoffs. So don't start. The season ain't over.
I feel an L coming on. I feel an L coming on.
The L's coming. That L's coming. Believe that. And I will be here.
We'll see. We'll get on that too. But yeah, the Steelers got another W. I'm upset about it, but of course the Steeler fans are getting louder and louder.
Oh yeah, you know it. Now look, even before the game, they survived the scare because Big Ben and a bunch of players were not in contact, but just around people that had COVID. So that's crazy. Yeah. That could do what no football team has been able to do with the Steelers. That can beat the Steelers by that. You know what I mean? So you gotta be very careful because guys, it is still around. They're starting to shut things down left and right. So
I'll take one before the playoffs. Don't need that hype going in. Hey, okay. Yeah, exactly. You don't want the undefeated thing. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like you guys are going to get a couple of them. Sydney, don't hold your horses. A couple of L's are coming your way. We just got to wait until they get there.
And this year is going to be different because they have the whoever's the first seed in each of the conferences gets that top seed bye week 100%, and they're the only one that gets that bye week. So that's going to be huge.
Oh, here David goes 19-0. Here we go. Hey, but I will say that Claypool, the boy, is showing off. Man, what a gem pick of a draft you guys got with him, because he is showing off.
Look, exactly. I gotta agree with you. Listen, I'm gonna continue to hate. Don't get it twisted. But I will say this: between Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Claypool, you got Connor at back. If a Big Ben stays healthy, I don't see anybody until you get to the Chiefs or one of the. That's it, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Yeah.
But no. There's some teams out there that Sean's been sleeping on. There's some teams out there.
We don't bring that up.
We're gonna talk about it. But there's some teams. Sean is not only drinking the haterade against the Steelers, ladies and gentlemen. Sean is a hater for a lot of teams. He just ain't willing to give them no credit yet because they've been bad teams previously. But I feel like a couple of teams. We're going to talk about that later, though. We're going to talk about that later.
We're going to get on that. But look, while I am Sid, because look, hey, Sid, I completely agree with you. Shout out to Eric Ebron, North Carolina alumni. That's my boy.
He's been killing. He almost got hurt one of those plays. He actually almost got hurt one of those plays. But he still got back in there. I think he would have missed one play. Came right back in.
That's one place where the Steelers are not having problems at wide receiver. I'm telling you, Big Ben has so many toys to play with.
Which is a good thing because actually their running game has been non-existent.
Right. Exactly.
So the fact that their wide receiver core has been actually eating, it doesn't mean that Connor doesn't have to do much because Connor ain't been doing nothing.
He really ain't. He really hasn't been doing it. But again, if you don't need to. They're doing enough.
22 TDs and 4 interceptions, putting up numbers. He definitely putting up numbers. He
Right.
definitely
Now,
limping and all. Leg falling off and all. He is putting up
look,
numbers.
now, since you're giving out stats, you guys, let's give out the stats of the defenses of the teams that they've beat. Okay? Let's give out the stats of the records of the teams that they beat. If you won't give out stats, come on with it. I mean, but look, and this is what I'm gonna say. Let me hold up, Janae. Let me sip real quick. Let me sip that haterade. Look, last year there was a team that went 14-2, and their quarterback was the league MVP. They got the bye week, and what happened? They played the Titans, and they got rocked. Okay, the Ravens, they were 14-2 too. That's all I'm saying. The haterade.
But that's what Sydney was saying. She said she'll take a couple losses. You don't want that heat. You don't want that heat.
Yeah. Are you claiming the Browns? You putting the Browns up here like that's somebody serious?
Hey, the Browns 6-3. 6-3 Brownies.
Yo, that's crazy. All right, hey, I can't. The Titans and the Ravens. All three of those teams are suspect to me. All of them.
Well, it looks like it went down last night. We're gonna get into all that, man. We're gonna get into all that.
We're gonna get so at the end of the day, Steelers are still undefeated.
9-0. Congratulations, Steelers.
Right. And they're 3 games ahead of anybody closest in the division. And those other 2 teams are the Browns and the Titans.
I think Andrew was saying by them winning the game and the Ravens losing the game, I think it's automatic, right? I guess they're number 1 or something. David, weren't you saying something about by whatever happening this week, one of them going up? I guess by the Steelers going up there. I guess the Ravens can't catch them. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, unless the Ravens have to win out, and the Steelers are going to have to lose a number of games for them to catch up. But I just don't think it's going to happen. Topic 2. Let's get right into it. We had a lot of close games this week.
Man, did we not have close games?
And you know the first game I got to talk about. I got to talk about your boy, man, Kyler Murray, late in the game, scrambling around. Chucks it up to D-Hop around 4 guys.
It's like 3 dudes surrounding him, and he's just like, give me that. Beautiful ending play. I mean, what was that? 6 seconds left in the game?
Yeah. And the Bills. And who lost that game, Janae? Who lost that game?
Bills lost, but I'm also in it for the Cardinals, too. But you got to admit. The boy Allen is a beast, man. Josh Allen is a beast. They were about to win the game. He did everything he could do to win the game. Who knew that Hopkins was going to catch the catch of the season right there?
Hopkins, yes, exactly. And that's the thing about Hopkins. And Brandon, I'm glad you brought that stuff up. Because Hopkins, man, is having an amazing year. And look,
my God.
They got Hopkins from the Texans for a 2nd-round pick and David Johnson. You look at that like that's crazy. I'm like,
crazy to me that the Texans are sitting there looking the way they do, and you got rid of the top wide receiver that you could possibly get rid of. Oh my God, that was beautiful though. I mean, what a beautiful game.
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, hey, and the funny thing is, the Cardinals are showing up, and they're showing us right now, led by that quarterback, led by D-Hop, led by Fitzgerald and those guys. And that defense, people are sleeping on that defense.
Yes.
That defense is coming together. So, hey, watch out for the Cardinals because if I'm not mistaken, they lead the NFC West right now.
I'm telling you, I told you. You said the Seahawks.
I did.
It's not happening. Yeah. The Cardinals, the Bills, and Las Vegas.
Yo, the Cardinals are the truth. Shout out to Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake broke 100 yards. I mean, we can't go any farther, but just talk about D-Hop, man. That play at the end of that game.
By itself. Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about, play to the end, like play to the wire.
Right.
They ended the game. He just launched it. Murray is a beast now. These kids of this new generation of quarterbacks, man, come on. You can't even deny Murray is a monster.
He's a
talk about the new school kids, but Murray is a part of that new generation when he's in his 3rd year, right? Year?
No. It's probably about like 5, I think it's 50 years. Let us know, guys. How many years is Murray? No, Murray's in 3rd year. No, I'm
3rd year, right? He's 3rd year.
Murray's, I think
he's in the school of the new cats, man. That boy, man, he's a beast. He runs all over the field. He's
But you know what?
small.
Yep. But that's what happens when you go into the league and you're able to have a system that fits you. The coach that he had ran that system in college. He knows. So Murray came right in and was able to run that system, and it was like nothing, you know. So,
Hey, Brendan said, who's the rookie of the year, Burrow or Herbert?
Herbert.
Absolutely.
Burrow
just can't get over the hump. Now, it's not to say that Burrow didn't do a good job. He just can't get a W. Yeah, I gotta go to Herbert. Herbert stole the show. I know it was the Chargers' fault that Tyrod lost his job, but you can't even deny it. Herbert's a beast.
Herbert did his thing, and honestly, as long as he's on the field, you know how some quarterbacks, as long as they're on the field, you're just like, I agree. I just think he's gonna be the guy. Herbert is just you feel comfortable with Herbert.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Nothing against Burrow, because again, a lot of that is his
team. Been doing as much as he can do, but nah, Herbert's been playing lights out.
Right.
I mean, nobody was really expecting that to be that good. I mean, that's great playing.
Yeah. So shout out to that. Yo, next on the list, you talked about before. I'm the one who called the daggone Seattle Seahawks to win this division. The season's not over, folks, but they've lost the last two. This week they lost to the Rams.
Man,
Russell
did that look bad or what?
What up, Cam? Russell did not look good.
Did that look bad or what? Did that look like in Russ we trust?
No.
That's not. I mean, I'm not doubting him because I'm pretty sure at the end he'll be in contending. But my God, if he's gonna play like he's been playing the last couple games,
yeah, I can't. And now I'll give it to him on one of the interceptions. It was a great play by the defender. I mean, it was. But this week and last week, man, there was a couple interceptions that he threw, and it's just like, Russ,
absolutely.
What are you doing?
Cam, I didn't say that he won't come back. He's definitely going to come back because Cam is like an Aaron Rodgers. You really can't count him out. They're quick to turn it around really fast. So I'm not counting him out. But the last two games, you got to admit, he's been shaky.
He's been struggling.
All the NFC West is going to the playoffs except the Niners, who went to the Super Bowl last year. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
But they've had so many injuries. Oh, my God. The Niners have had so many injuries, and I'm not even giving them that, because I don't really believe in all that. Everybody that's paid to be there needs to be next man up, needs to be just as good because you're getting paid money to play this game. So I'm not a firm believer in that, but man, San Francisco, that's a sad break for y'all.
It is. But let's remember, they're still 4-5. They're 2 games out of this. You know what I mean?
2 games.
And
but I honestly feel the way the other teams have been playing, there's no way the Niners can catch up.
Right? No. What as long as all those other 3 teams keep moving up, the Niners aren't going to catch up, and that's what's going to happen. But they still got some dubs, man. I got shout out to them. They've gone through a tough season, but Seattle, man. I'm still so.
It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky.
They're a little shaky. And maybe it's because Russ has to do too much. Maybe it's because he's having to take the whole entire team on his back. And I get that. But still, come on now. Next up. Did you see that game last night?
Man.
Hey, come on.
Pulled it off.
Come on, Cam.
Pulled it off. I am excited because it was a game that definitely had to play through the terrain. I mean, raining like crazy. I mean, even the cameras, I think by the fourth quarter, it was like the cameras were blurry because the rain was coming down so much. But I honestly feel that Cam Newton proved himself. The running game came through.
Yep.
They still trusted him. Cam ran the ball just as much as he ran the ball when he was fumbling. So they may got a rhythm. And they beat the Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just anybody's team. They beat the Ravens, which maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we were calling them number 2, right? So
Exactly. So that makes you think. It makes you wonder, okay, how good are the Ravens really? But then you look at the game. The game, the conditions were terrible.
Horrible.
You know what I mean? It was raining. It was pouring, coming down. And that benefits, technically that benefits both teams. Both teams are more
Both teams have to struggle. So I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give it to the Patriots. I think they did a good job. If you're looking at the playoff bracket, though, the Patriots are in the hunt, and I think they're like the worst team in the hunt.
Right. They're like the seventh team, the seventh seed in that hunt. And
Yeah.
they're barely making it in.
Barely. Barely. I think they're like 2 games away from the next person, so they're not really in it, but they're in it.
Right, because they're 4-5, and then you have Buffalo who's 7-3, and then shout out to Miami, they're 6-3. Both of them are atop the division, so it's kind of like New England cannot afford to lose again. They can't afford to have any more hiccups.
Miami is the team, though. Like, who would have thought that Miami would be in the place that they are right now, and the Patriots would be where they are right there? Yes, you did. You definitely called it. I'm not there yet. I think that it's definitely going to fumble, but I know you're on your bandwagon of Tua and the Dolphins.
You already know.
Go ahead and ride the wave. Go ahead and ride the wave. I feel like the wave is going to be over soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what up, Mr. Mitchell? Yo, and so like I said before, so shout out to Rex Burkhead. He had 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yes.
2 receiving touchdowns. Cam did enough. He did what he needed to do.
He did enough.
Got the job done.
He ran the ball a lot.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. I don't know if you saw the press conference after the game. Did you see that? Yeah, Mr. Mitchell, man, tell me, did you see the press conference after the Patriots game? What was Cam wearing on his head?
It was one of those
those moose antler club hats.
Little hat. I mean, he's got fashion. I guess he's got that fashion that's beyond our world. Because it's like he's in the realm of high class. I guess that's beyond us. I don't understand the outfit.
I can't. I don't get it. He's one of those people where it's like, yo, maybe we shouldn't give you this much money. Maybe this is why we only give you $1 million.
He ain't even getting a lot of money. He ain't even getting a lot of money.
Right. So we can't be giving you all this money so you spend on these clothes like this, because this is crazy, man. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Yo, moving on. Yeah, we talk about this boy all the time. Number 1, 2, Aaron Rodgers. He didn't look good. He started good in the first half, but then the second half, it was like Jacksonville was coming back on you. What happened?
But they pulled it off.
True.
They pulled it off. They got it up. Jacksonville definitely looked like they was coming back.
Yeah.
That game was intense. But they pulled it off. Just like AR does. He pulls it off. Just when you think he's out the game, he pulled it off.
Yeah. So you feel like you seem like you have some experience with this, Janae. Has that ever happened to you with Aaron Rodgers?
We'll get on that, because the team that handled the Washington football team, they did that to us. They did that to us too. They did that to Dallas too one time. So I'm at that point where I feel where that is. We're gonna get onto that next.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they got the victory. They're 7-3, but it makes you. And somebody asked a question a week ago: which Aaron Rodgers, which Green Bay Packers are going to show up week to week? Because this team right here is not going to be able to beat teams in the playoffs.
Well, but the thing is, we gotta ride with them. It's just like they was talking last year. We keep talking about how they're not the same, but they keep winning.
Right.
So as long as they keep winning, I guess we can't really say anything yet. But I mean, they haven't proved that they can't keep up. They just proved that at some moments of the game, the other team is allowed to get in. They'll let the other team in. But Aaron Rodgers is still a closer. He's a closer.
I get it. But this is the second week in a row that he struggled. Okay? He struggled against Minnesota, which was a poor team. He struggled against Jacksonville, which is a poor team. And he's playing great offense in the beginning. And then it's just like, what's happening? And where's Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones,
he's been non-existent. Aaron Jones has been non-existent. I don't know what's going on. AR needs his help. When they were doing it, tag team, it was great.
Right.
But, yeah, you're right. Aaron Rodgers has not been Aaron Rodgers. And, the team hasn't really been. They'll fall off. But trust me, AR is a bad man. He's going to come back. As soon as you sleep on him, that's when Aaron Rodgers shows up, bad man. Yeah, right. And then we're talking the same thing as always. He always shows up. Right. So let's give him an opportunity to fall short. Now, if he would have lost against Jacksonville, then we could talk. But as long as they're 7-3,
they still all right. And they're ahead. They're in the division. They're up on, I think the next team in there is the Bears, and they're 5-4, but they haven't been looking too great.
It should be a good game, though. That should be a good game.
Right. I told you, yes. Exactly. All right, let's move on to it. If y'all seen, I'm wearing a Lions jersey today. My team looked the way our record looks in the beginning of the game. We went down 24-3, and we looked pitiful. And I went to look at NFL Red Zone and started looking at some other games. And then every once in a while, I see a little highlight. Oh, Alex Smith, he's come back, throw the touchdown. Oh, Alex Smith, there's another touchdown. Oh, here we go. All of a sudden, we're tied up. It's 24-24. And I'm just sitting there like, are y'all kidding me right now? Are y'all kidding me?
You was getting hyped.
I was so into this game. Now, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx it before. I've already won one bet where you had to wear the jersey. But I made a bet with my dear sweetheart, Catherine. She's from Michigan, right outside of Detroit. And if I were to lose the bet.
Don't go nowhere, Brandon. Don't go nowhere.
Bro, this is just temporary, man. You know where I stand, man. Where's my mask? I don't have anything Redskins with me. I'm sorry, Brandon. Come on. That loss what? I absolutely and look, and Brandon, I feel your pain because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've gotten to this point with Washington where I understand. I understand our record. I understand how bad we are. You know what I mean? So when we went down 24-3, that's fine. Even if we scored a couple touchdowns and came back a little bit, I'm okay with that. But to do that like we did, to come all the way back and then lose on a 59-yard field.
I understand. That was very hurtful and Brandon. I've been there. I want to say that Matthew Stafford is a comeback king.
Yeah.
He is on the list as a comeback king. Please do not sleep on Matthew Stafford. I will never forget. We literally were about to win the game. We had 1 minute left. We had just scored. And then 1 minute left in the game. That's when the comeback king comes, throws a touchdown, and beats the Cowboys. I will never forget. No timeouts. A minute left. He hurt my feelings too. Now, a fun fact. Prater, I don't know if you guys were listening during the game. They were like, all Matthew Stafford has to do is get it to the 50-yard line.
Yep.
They said that Prater is the number one kicker. You can give it to him anywhere. He said, did he just say the 50-yard line? And the other dude repeated it. He's like, all they got to do is get it to the 50-yard line. I'm like, what?
Did you see the video?
Before the game started, he kicked it at the 50-yard line.
He was kicking 60-plus yard field goals before the game. And they showed that before the kick. And I was just like, all right, well. All right. Well, and they were just like, and he said, he calmly comes up there. Oh, he kicks. Oh, there's no question. It's in. And I'm like, what? Like, are y'all serious? Come on, guys.
That was beautiful. I can feel the adrenaline in every Washington football fan. I can feel it on them because I can feel like, oh man, they're gonna win this game. And I'm as a Cowboy fan, I'm like, oh hell no, they're gonna win this game. But I can feel the excitement. And when that field goal happened, you would have thought that the Cowboys won a freaking Super Bowl. I went crazy. I was so hyped. And I had to call my boy. How'd you feel, son? How'd you feel when I called you, my man?
Oh, my goodness. First of all, when I saw that video, I was like, are you kidding me? Because, look, I definitely tried to hide. I definitely tried to fly under the radar.
No. I had to put on our page, and I had to do the evilest laugh possible just for Sean. Because, you know, when I was excited about the Steelers about a week ago, my boy didn't cut me no slack. No slack. So just because you thought that you could win. Woo!
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. You see it. I got the berry on.
Hey, David said can't stay, but wanted to make sure that everyone knows we still them boys. Love you guys. Keep spitting that fire. Hey, we love you too, David. And you already know we are them boys. We're still in it because the Washington football team lost, and so did the Eagles, and we already beat the Giants. So we still in this thing.
Now, are you in it though? Because I think you're in last place because we beat
Hey,
y'all.
hey, but it don't matter because if y'all keep playing the way y'all playing, we ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nah, we watch out. Hey, right. That's right. We still in the hunt, baby. We still in the hunt. Let's go. Let's go.
That's sad. Y'all, a team that's won 2 games.
We in the hunt.
You see the way Sean said it? Sean said it with such confidence. We in a hunt, baby.
That's right. Long as Alex Smith a sword like that.
2 wins. Hey, Brandon, we can make a wager on it, my man. I'm telling you, the Cowboys going to be number 1. It's still going to have to stick. With all my quarterback controversy, we're going to be number 1. I'm calling it right now. You hear
it?
It
ain't happening.
You hear it right now?
Not happening.
Hey, but all my other fans, if you watch that Redskins game, weren't you just excited? At the end of the game, it was beautiful. That field goal was just like, yes.
No.
Washington football team wants to get their hopes up. We crushed their spirits again.
No.
What a victory. Hey, I'm only doing this to you because you know what you did to me last week?
I know it.
You tortured me over the Steelers. And we almost had it.
You're right. All right. Let's get off of this. No more my team. You see this jersey.
Oh, wait.
Right.
They fired their quarterback today. Who fired their quarterback today? Who fired the quarterback? We'll get back on that. Put it in there.
J-Red, come back around because we'll talk about that.
Sure. How many wins get the NFC ship?
6. 6 wins.
6 wins get the NFC ship. 6 wins. I'm calling that too.
And we'll still be in the playoffs.
Wait, they fired what quarterback, Mom? Dallas? They fired what? Gilbert? Well, we know Andy Dalton is going to be the that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
5.
the Cowboys fired their QBs. All of them? Well, I'm pretty sure. Hey, we need a clean sweep.
Hey, Haskins is available, guys.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick and Haskins. Take them both.
All right, what's next?
Let's move on. All right. So wait, I like you talked about before. There are so many teams, and it's crazy because we talk about how bad we are in the NFC East. There's so many teams in the NFL right now that are 6-3 or just have 3 losses.
A lot.
I mean, there's a lot of these. It's crazy. Now I'm gonna go with the 4 that won this week. Okay, got to shout out Indianapolis. Indianapolis took care of the Titans on Thursday night. That defense, man. That defense, don't sleep on them.
They are playing lights out. The defense is doing good. Hey, nobody thought that Indianapolis Colts would be 6-3 right now. Nobody.
Yeah. And that defense is doing good. Shout out to my man, Phillip Rivers, the old gunslinger. Phillip Rivers, to me, is like one of these old Southwest cowboys that just ride into town and just
save the day. I'm coming to save the day. Oh yeah, yeah. That's him, and I love the way he talk trash and everything too.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I like it.
I would definitely ride with him. I would definitely ride with him.
Can't believe they're 6-3. Who we got next?
Oh, we got Miami. Like we talked about before. Shout out to my boy Tua. Pulled it out. But that game was a good one though, because
that was a very good game.
Yeah. And so Herbert still showed out, but Tua, they got that momentum, that defense from Miami.
They just can't stop. They're like pumped up. They pumped up. I feel like Miami's got a whole new energy going.
Yeah. Hey Philip. Hey, Brandon was like, Brandon said Phillip Rivers is going to win the Super Bowl and then retire.
That's does that make me crazy, statement?
I like that. Okay.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Phillip Rivers, I mean, you can never count that man out. He's still in the league for a reason. Still getting picked up by teams as a starter for a reason.
Yep.
Absolutely. Phillip,
I like that.
He's a beast. I don't know if he's going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think that's my crazy, but
I know about this year.
I see some crazy in you. I see some crazy in you with that.
He needs that. If he gets it, he needs that. So Miss Denise said Gilbert.
Oh, they cut Gilbert? Wait.
Why? Oh, man. Mr. Neese, find us that information because we want to know about
Yeah,
that.
we want to know
I don't
about
know
that.
why
We
you would do
definitely
that.
want to know about that.
Nah, not unless Dak came on the field and he was healthy. I don't know why you would cut Gilbert.
Absolutely.
But we'll see. Yo, the next team on this list, I've been talking trash about them.
The Brownies.
The Raiders first. The Raiders. I want to talk about
the Raiders.
I want to talk about your Raiders. Let's talk about it. I've been talking trash about them, and they just seem to be getting it done. I can't. I can't.
Sean, you've been hating. You've been hating since week 1, ladies and gentlemen. Sean has not wanted to give the Raiders a lick of credit for nothing.
Hang on, Raiders.
Always been clowning Carr. He said the team can't get it done. Sean, what have they been doing? Getting W's on the regular.
You know what? But I'm going to still sip on that haterade, and I'm going to make a bet. I'm going to make a bet. Like I said
What's
at the beginning of this year. I've said at the beginning of this year, or not at the beginning of this year, I said a couple weeks back, the Raiders will not make the playoffs, okay? If they make the playoffs, that first game, I will wear Raiders gear. My uncle is a huge Raiders fan. He sent me a couple Raiders hats. I will wear Raiders gear if the Raiders make the playoffs.
All right, that's a bet. That's a bet. That's a bet. You're gonna Yes, I'm taking that bet because the Raiders has been proving me right every week. Derek Carr has been proving me right every week. You just been hating and hating and hating. And my boy every week has been showing off.
They keep winning. They keep getting it done. I don't know how they keep getting it done. Shout out to the Raiders.
All right, let's go. Because there's some more 6-3 teams that I've been riding for, baby.
Like you mentioned before, the team I have been riding for, daggone Cleveland, baby. Daggone Cleveland Browns.
Without OBJ. So do you think OBJ was the problem?
Yeah. Now, don't get it twisted. They did not look good yesterday. The score was 3-0 for the majority of that game. But shout out to them, man. They still getting W's. And in this league, if you can get W's, hey, it is what it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But Baker, hey, he still has a job. That's all I think we got to say today. He still has a job.
He still has a job. Hey, he's still in it. If they closed it right now, they'd be in the playoffs. So,
yeah, there it is. Can't say
there it is.
You know? Now, hey, look, so of those 4 teams, Indianapolis, Miami, Las Vegas, and Cleveland, which one of those 4 teams is the best out of those 4? In your mind.
And I'm like they said, I can't go against Phillip Rivers. You know, I mean, Miami would be like a miracle kind of situation. That would be awesome for them to get there. But I don't see Miami. Miami would have to win their division, which I don't see them doing. And I don't. No. I gotta go with Phillip Rivers. Rivers.
I think he's the safest pick. Now look. So let me ask this first then. Do all 4 of these teams make the playoffs?
No, I do not say the Browns are not going to make the playoffs.
You don't think the Browns?
The Browns are not going to make the playoffs.
3 out of 4. I think 3 out of 4. I don't think.
3 out of 4, but I can't say the Brownies are going to make the playoffs. I know that they want to. I know their fans would be absolutely ecstatic because they're finally on the up and up side.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
All right, you already heard what bet we made. So my 3 teams are Miami, Indianapolis, and Cleveland. Okay, the Raiders will not be going to the playoffs.
You're crazy. You are crazy.
Sipping on a haterade, baby.
Thank you, Brandon. Somebody got sense over here. Colts or Raiders? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Raiders are definitely. I'm telling you, Raiders are going to the playoffs.
I just can't. I can't trust it. I cannot trust it.
Sleeping on the Raiders, but they're definitely going to the playoffs.
Oh yes. Now there are also 3 teams in the AFC that are 6-3 that lost this weekend, and one of them starts with what we talked about last night: the Baltimore Ravens. Should we be worried about them? Should we be worried about Baltimore? Hey, what's up, Mom?
Hey, Mrs. Spencer. No. I do not think that we should be worried about the Ravens. The Ravens still I mean, as long as they got their quarterback, I'm not worried about the Ravens. Now, I do want them to start picking it up. They were doing so good last year. I just don't want them to fall off. But like I said, I mean, it was a nasty game.
Yeah.
The weather was horrible, and it's not like he didn't do all right. I mean, he threw that pick, but I mean, he's so accurate. The way he threw the ball, it could have been taken either way. I
Right.
just feel like no, I'm not willing to say the Ravens are done. So I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think so.
Right. So now you also have Tennessee. They lost to the Colts. And see, Tennessee is another team that went, 6-1? And the teams they lost to, where they lost to Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
they lost to the Colts, and then who they else did? The Ravens or somebody? They lost to one other team. Yeah. Ravens, yeah, because they beat Buffalo, right? Yeah, they crushed Buffalo. So they lost to those three teams, which are all playoff contenders. So, but the Titans are still struggling. I mean, are you so like the Titans? I think that's the same thing as Baltimore.
I'm just not ready to say. I mean, because of who they are and how they've been playing, and Derrick Henry's still been doing good, I'm not willing to say the Titans are out either. Right. I mean, just with the way the league has been going, you can't say anybody is out right now.
Right. Now, look.
I mean, there's some teams that I'm going to say that I don't think so, but you really can't say that they're out. I mean, the Titans are still the Titans, and as long as Derrick Henry's on that team.
Now, the one thing I will say with the Titans, and Brandon, I see what you're saying, because they got good coaching, they've got a good core, and they got a great running game. One thing I will say, if any of those games come down to kicking, they're not going to be it. The old Patriots kicker he's awful. He's missed 8 kicks
so bad. So bad.
He had that kick that could have tied them up and sent them to overtime against Pittsburgh, and he missed it. Come on now. So and the other last team that was 6-3 that lost was Buffalo. But again, they're still in the head of their division.
Buffalo, literally, they were about to win. They were about to win.
Right.
If Kyler Murray didn't have the best throw to Hopkins, the Bills would be 7-2.
Right. And they would have won that thing. So Buffalo could definitely be up there. And they're another one who I like Miami. And unless Buffalo falls off, I think Buffalo's going to take that. I don't think they're always going to be playing second fiddle, I believe.
Absolutely.
I want to see them in that matchup, but I don't know just yet.
Not bad as our sucky kicker.
Yeah, exactly. Because if he had not missed the kick earlier, we wouldn't even have been in that predicament. Thank you.
Oh, here you go. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
No.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
He broke down 14-3, and he had a chip shot. He's like a 40-yarder. He misses it. That kick, the game, we lost by 3 points.
Cat just needs to rub your back today. You still feeling it? I still see the steam coming from your ears. I feel it.
Tag on Jersey. All right, man. Look, Brandon, you shouted it out earlier. The NFC West in the NFC, top 3 teams, 6-3. Arizona, the Rams, and then Seattle. Now, Seattle just lost, but Arizona just won barely.
Rams been great.
Yeah, exactly, Brandon. I will never get over it. All right, never. All right, no.
So because I can see Brandon right in front of his TV, like, I can see all of y'all just pissed.
On the floor,
But see, look. So with that division right there, just like you just said, the Rams and the Seahawks just played each other.
Yeah.
You see how that went down?
Exactly.
So I'm actually putting I mean, that's why I said you can't really count out Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
The way the Rams have been playing lately, it feels like when they got Goff at the beginning and, they were doing really good. So I don't know. And then the Cardinals, man, they look like they're out every week and they come back. Right. Murray is a comeback king. He's comeback king already and he ain't even been in the league that long.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing. See, because before coming into this, like you said, you called me out. I was Seattle by far ahead. And
Absolutely.
Then maybe the Rams, maybe the Cardinals. I still didn't believe in the Cardinals. The Cardinals get this win, but it was close. The Rams look great. And Seattle's not looking bad. So now it's just kind of like all of them are playing musical chairs for the top.
Look. My mom said Russell Wilson looked terrible yesterday.
Right. I agree.
And it just wasn't good. Oh my God, it just wasn't good. It wasn't
Yeah.
good.
It wasn't. It was. And
So
he
with
didn't look
those 3 teams, hey, so what do you think? So with those 3 teams, who you got?
winning the division. Uh, honestly, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Ooh,
still go. I'm gonna go Seattle.
ooh.
I'm gonna still go Seattle because of all 3 of those teams, Seattle's still the only one that I'm convinced. I
Stop
understand
it.
it. I know what
Stop
they got.
it. Stop it.
I know what they got. I'm
Stop
telling
it.
you, Seattle.
The Cardinals will
No.
win that division. The
No,
Cardinals will
No.
win
no.
that division.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hopkins, Fitzy, they about to be balling. I'm
No.
telling you.
No.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The
Yo.
Cardinals will win.
Look, I just not trusting them. I'm not trusting them because a lot of these games are winning at the wire, but a lot of these games, I mean, a couple teams
But what do you need to do? Win. And they're winning. They're not out of the game at all.
Okay.
If there's no running game or defense, he won't be MVP material.
Well, right. Because and honestly,
yeah, because the way he's been playing right now has been taking him out of the MVP category.
Well, that's the other thing. Because before now, he doesn't have Carson. Carson, I don't know if he played yesterday, but Carson's been injured. And if he doesn't, you're absolutely right. If he doesn't have that constant running game, like when he was dominant before and he had Marshawn Lynch, if he does not have that and he has to do it all himself, he can do it.
How long can he sustain it, though? How long can he sustain it?
Exactly. And can he beat playoff caliber teams without having a defense or running game?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, so, Brandon. You play to win the game. And when I tell you Murray is a winner, he's a winner. He's a winner.
Yes, right. You're right. Hey, Ms. Denise, I completely agree with you.
Seattle no defense either. No defense. No defense. Seattle has literally been winning by the skin of their teeth because of Russell Wilson and Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Metcalf was non-existent yesterday. If you can't get the game going, it's not going to work. Metcalf has to be lights out for them to win because Russell Wilson has to be throwing the ball constantly to get in the ball.
Well, hey, Brandon, I'm right there with you because that play where Russell Wilson scrambles out of the pocket and then throws it across the field.
Oh, man.
What are you doing? And if you if you look to the right, he could have easily made a move on one guy and scored a touchdown. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Russ, what are you doing, man? Come on, buddy. So I don't know.
Couldn't believe it.
No, I couldn't.
Wait. Speaking of a throw, I wanted to know if you guys saw the Miami game where Tua threw to his backside, like he ran to the left and then turned. It was freaking amazing. I don't know if anybody saw, but nobody was on the right side of the field. But he ran to the left, threw it backside, threw it to the right. His whole body. I mean, it was beautiful. It was art. It was art. And you know, I'm not all the Tua fan, but that was beautiful.
Much respect. All right, I see it. Yo, so again, you picked Arizona. I picked Seattle. They played before. Didn't they play before? Who won that game? Did Seattle win that or did Arizona? I think Seattle won that.
I think the Cardinals won that. Who won that game? Ladies and gentlemen, who won that game?
Who won the Seattle?
Somebody tell me who won that game.
I was close. But
Cardinals and the Seahawks. Who won that game?
I want to see who won that one. Real quick, let's get on. We got to talk about Tom. We talked about him last week and how bad he was. We got to talk about him when he's doing good.
Absolutely. He played
the job done.
Played lights out this weekend.
Yeah, he gets the job done. I love he's doing it. That defense stepped up. It's good. But then on the other side, man, I got to shout out my boy, man. Bridgewater. What's going on with him?
Bridgewater, my God. What's happening?
Yeah.
I thought Carolina was going to be like, doing it. It doesn't kind of look like they're going to do it.
Yeah. So shout out to Bridgewater, man. Love you, definitely. But definitely threw 2 picks. He's struggling. And see if Christian McCaffrey came back. Then he got hurt again. So he's out again.
I think, hey, Jared says Seahawks won.
Seahawks won? Yeah. but it goes to your point though, Janae. Just like the Rams beating the Seahawks this past week, in that division, it doesn't matter the record. It doesn't matter who's on team.
Sunday.
They find a way to,
Why y'all riding Brady? I can't stand him. Hey,
no, not riding him.
Think that Brady is going to be in the playoffs. I already called it.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the playoffs.
Look, Brady not being in the playoffs.
I think he will be in the playoffs. Definitely not bad. Yeah, hey, really? You don't think he's gonna be in the playoffs? You see what he did to your Raiders? What did he do to your Raiders? Put up 45 on them? Get out of here.
He will be in the playoffs. Any given Sunday, they was taking a break that week.
Wow. Look, honestly, Brandon
Bridgewater is a highly effective backup QB.
Wow.
Yes, Jared. Yes, he is. No, they lost. That was the first loss of the season for the Hawks. Oh, no. The Cardinals won that game.
Can we get a second opinion
on
this?
He said it was the first loss of the year for the Hawks.
Wow.
Cards, Bills, Rams won against Seattle. Woo! I told you, the Cardinals
get out of here. Get out. Well, still, those are three solid teams that they lost against. That's not saying that they're not good. Like Seattle, man.
They weren't good. I said the Cardinals is going to win the division because the Cardinals are better.
No, that was a close game. The Cardinals are not better. Get out of here.
What? Okay. Give me the wide receivers for the Cardinals. And give me the wide receivers for the Seahawks. You can only name one on the Seahawks.
Look, the Cardinals have Fitz, and they got D-Hop, and they got Christian Kirk.
That's it. That's all you need.
Okay.
You need
look.
Fitz and D-Hop on one team.
You got Metcalf. You got
what did you say before the season even started? You said you want to know an interesting fact? What was Fitzgerald? What was Fitz's stats? What was Fitz's stats? You're the one who said it. You said that he was number one.
Yeah.
They got D-Hop added to that situation. I'm telling you, they're going to be a deep threat.
Shout out to Fitz. Shout out to the Cardinals. I'm still saying Seattle's going to get it. I'm just saying that. Yo.
Oh, you think they're comparable, Jared? No. Metcalf is good. But give me the number two. Who is competing with D-Hop?
Tyler Lockett.
Is Tyler Lockett and D-Hop? No way.
No. It would be D-Hop versus Metcalf for this year. Then it would be Tyler Lockett versus Fitz for this year.
You want to say that Fitz and Tyler Lockett are in the same category?
Yes, they are now. Are you serious?
Fitz is the man. Fitz is the man. Lockett is he's good. But Fitz is the man.
Fitz is a number 2 right now. He's not who he used to be.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, Brandon, right back. Yo, I completely agree with you, man. Bridgewater should have stayed in New Orleans. I'm all about him getting his money and getting his own team. And look, in a couple years, maybe next year, if they're all healthy in Carolina, Bridge would be the great guy. But he should, if he was in New Orleans right now, he would be starting. And I trust him more than the other guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, wow. He said Fitz is in a nursing home. Kirk will be second in line. Yo.
Disrespectful, dog.
By the stats, Lockett and Fitz are the same. Metcalf and Hopkins is still higher. But then Kirk and D Moore, that Kirk would be the guy that you would have to.
So you mean to tell me, for Tyler Lockett, what he's done thus far in the league, you want to tell me that Lockett,
this year?
Oh, no. That's what I said. You want to tell me that Lockett is a Hall of Famer?
No.
So you want to put him in a category with 50?
This year, yes.
Well, you gotta account for the fact that Murray runs the ball.
True.
So Fitz is not gonna get the ball, but if he had to throw the ball, come on now. He may have thrown it to 50 before he threw it to Hop.
Hold up. My fellow Washington fan has a question for you, Janae. When's the last time Fitz posted 100 in a game? Yep.
Well, hey, but my question is, why would they need to when they have a running quarterback? Murray is a running quarterback. The numbers are not going to be like that. Hoppy ain't getting 100 yards per game either.
Hoppy's getting it done.
Nobody's getting 100 yards per game because Murray is scoring 4 TDs a game.
Yo, oh my goodness, Janae.
Is Murray not scoring like 4 to 3 TDs by himself a game?
Yo, here it is. Here it is. You say the Cardinals. I say Seattle. Okay, we're gonna see at the end of the year who's gonna make it and who's gonna win.
Who y'all going with, Brandon? Who you going with?
Who y'all got? Seattle or the Cardinals? Who you
going with? Seattle Cardinals, man. Cardinals is pulling it away. My boy keeps hating, but every week they proving me right. Shop leads NFL.
Yeah. Hopkins is that dude, man. Hopkins is the truth. Fitz is great. Fitz is a great receiver, one of the greatest of all time. This year, stats-wise, I don't think he's not the scariest number 2. That's what I'm saying.
Here we go.
Yo, look, we'll be on this all day, and I love it. I love it. But we have to talk about something that we both.
Hey, I'm not saying that D-Hop is not the man, y'all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that don't disrespect the Hall of Famer that is on the team currently. D-Hop is going to be a Hall of Famer too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, don't count Fitzy out. He's the sleeper. He's the sleeper.
He is. Hey, so Brandon said experience wants me to say the Hawks, but who knows? I'm with you. I think just the experience of them being
Jared, who you got?
Yo, yeah, J-Ray, who you got, man? Because I think the Seahawks, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. I think Seattle. Yo, real quick, let's get to topic 4, the NFC least. We're pitiful, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we're pitiful. You saw what happened to us. I'm wearing a daggone Lions jersey.
We got the same score, right?
Right.
Cowboys and the Washington football team are both 2-7.
Right. We are tied. We are both tied for the worst record in the division.
Eagles, what are they? 3-5-1.
3-5-1. Yep. 3-5-1. And then the Giants are 3-7.
Giants are 3-6.
Oh, see? No way. No way that they have less losses than us.
Oh, yeah. 3-7. No, yeah, 3-7.
Yeah, we're all tied for last place. Second place, technically. Second place.
Second place in
the division. Which means you're still in it. We beat
There's
Dallas.
No debate on the least. We beat Dallas, though. So.
Let's go. Yes. Ain't no debate. We beat them. We're not in the basement, baby. Let's go. Yo, I'm telling you.
First of all, you only beat us because we lost our quarterback.
Yeah. Hey.
You wouldn't have beat us if we weren't injured and out. We had to go with Dalton, and y'all tried to kill him.
Yeah, we did. Yo,
hey, we said the NFC West. Who gonna win it? Yeah. Jared. So yeah. So wait. So Giants swept us, man. Yep. We beat the Giants.
Yep. But then they beat Philly.
Yep. Beat Philly yesterday. The Giants could actually win it.
You know what? It's funny because I was talking to somebody. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, my brother.
Oh, God, Jared. No, Jared.
Yeah, thank you. I was talking to David, matter of fact, David Wright. I was talking to him, and I was talking to him last week. The Giants, even though they've been losing, have looked like they've had the most consistent improvement. Like they've been improving each week.
Yeah. Jones has been improving. Jones has been.
Yes.
That was their big problem. I mean, he couldn't hold on to the ball. Right. I mean, they had a lot of issues quarterback-wise, but Jones has been playing better.
Right. And you know, I know I ragged on him when he tripped and fell against Philly on that 80-yard run or whatever. But you can't take away. I mean, Jones is almost as much of a running threat as some of these guys like Cam and Kyler Murray and Josh Allen. Jones is really running the ball. I mean, he torched us in the backfield. So, you know what I mean? Like, So all right. So who are we picking? We know who you pick. You know I picked my Washington team, but who y'all picking? Brandon, who you got to win this division? Okay, and here's the other side of this: who you picking to win this division? But then also, do you think it's worth it? David Wright made his feelings known earlier when he said, "No, don't try to win the division. Try to play for the draft pick." Right now, we're in that middle place. We can just lose out and go for that draft pick because there's a lot of quarterbacks. There's 5 quarterbacks right now that are coming out the draft. Or
So you guys, you guys need them.
so look who's talking.
Hey, our quarterback is coming back, baby. Our quarterback is coming back. Don't sleep on mine.
Hey, we'll get one in the. Hey, Fitzpatrick will be available next year, so we'll get him.
So the Giants actually play the Bengals this week.
Right, which
So
could be another.
Them, and it's also a doable game for the Burrows to win too.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to count them out, but that's actually pretty interesting that they're also playing a team that's also not that great. They can also pull out another W this week.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of our schedule right now, we had a lot of tougher games in the beginning of the year. We had the AFC North and the NFC West and all these teams that are doing great. Half the reason why they're doing so great. Yes. But we have a favorable schedule towards the end of the year.
Dude, the Washington football team, you guys got the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the very, very, very doable.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we have the Vikings with Dalvin Cook playing the way he's been playing.
Yeah. But they still got Kirk.
Really work out.
They still got Kirk Cousins. So, and he does not play good against y'all.
Which is what's going for us. But as you know, the Vikings are the Vikings.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook is a monster.
Yeah.
If you have Dalvin Cook on your fantasy, you might as well go ahead and throw him in.
Who you telling? You telling other people because I know you got him.
I got him, so I'm definitely play him. Definitely play him. Hey, and the Eagles got the Brownies.
Yeah.
So everybody's got doable schedules except the Cowboys. So it could go that way where everybody wins their game. I mean, it could be just going.
And that's what I'm thinking. And see, that's the thing. That's what I'm thinking. I think yes, Miss Denise, get Tony Romo back. Please.
Him back.
But I'm thinking all we're going to do is we're going to start winning little games here and there, and it's still going to look 6-10 or 7-9-ish. It's not going to look good, but somebody's going to get some games together. Somebody's going to put some things together.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let me break it down. The Washington football team, you guys got the Bengals, but then you guys got the Cowboys again. Mm-hmm. Then you got the Steelers, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Panthers, and then the Eagles. So you guys don't have an easy round to get go straight through. Then we got the Giants schedule from now on. The Giants got the Bengals, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Browns, the Ravens, the Cowboys.
Oh.
Not just an automatic, in there.
Right.
Then we got the Eagles schedule. They got the Browns, the Seahawks, Green Bay, the Saints, the Cardinals, Cowboys, and Washington.
Wow.
Then the Cowboys, they actually have the pretty easiest schedule. I'm not going to say it's the best, but out of everybody, we kind of got the easiest going out. We got the Vikings, we got Washington, we got the Ravens, we got the Bengals, we got the 49ers, Eagles, and Giants.
What?
So out of all those teams, we're only playing 2 when everybody else is playing 4 hard teams.
Now, I will say this. You guys barely beat the Giants, and you had Dak for half of that game.
We definitely had Dak for half of that game.
Man, I don't trust Philly. I feel like Philly is going to flip-flop the division. I think, who said it? I think David said it about how Wentz is going to cost them a playoff shot. I agree.
Probably. Because you think about it, I just said, look, the Eagles got the Saints, the Green Bay, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals.
Yeah, but now that's the Saints without Drew Brees.
Saints without Drew Brees. But Winston, if he can hold it down.
Right.
I do believe he can with the way that Lamar has been playing.
Right. I forgot that Winston's there. Okay. Wow.
So that
Yeah.
can actually work out. You guys got the Steelers still. You still got
Mhm.
the Seahawks, and you got the 49ers, which we've already played those. So hopefully our two teams, compared to y'all's four,
Yeah.
you could make it even. It could be a battle to the end.
It's going to be a battle. And hey, we both called that. It's going to be a battle to the end of the year. And
To the
now,
very end. It's still going to be sad seeing one of our teams in there, though.
oh, yeah. Oh, it is. It is. It's like that's the prize to get
It's going
there.
to be
It's like,
sad.
that's not a prize.
In whatever our team. I'm like, oh God, no.
We're gonna be the 7th seed. We're gonna play the second best team. Probably get destroyed.
We should be booed.
And
No matter what, we should be booed.
right, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Should be here. You should not be here.
Exactly. So, guys, it doesn't matter who wins the division. We're all garbage. So
All of
we're
us.
just gonna keep moving. We're
It
just
still
gonna
makes it
keep
fun to talk trash.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, we coming close to the end of the show, and we coming to that special time of the day where we like to go ahead and
Does that make me crazy?
yeah. Huh. Does that make me
Hey,
crazy?
Brandon.
Yeah. Right? Yo, Brandon. Yo, shout out to Brandon. Shout out to your band, man. I used that clip from earlier the year when Janae came and sang with y'all, and that has been the clip. You see, I add that little ending part because I wanted people to hear your ad lib, man. GP, you're done, man.
GP.
Let's go. Yo.
But we also love this time of the show when we do that. Does that make me crazy? It gives us a time that we can go ahead and put something out there that is just freaking crazy.
Yep.
Now, go ahead, Sean. You can kick it off.
All right. You want to get it?
Oh, wait. I think that Sean should say that the Lions are going to make it to playoffs. That's what
Oh, Cat gave you that.
I mean,
Yes,
you
Cat.
got the Lions on.
Yes.
There it is. That's the guest. Does that make me crazy for today? The Detroit Lions will somehow put it together and make the playoffs.
Heck yes.
Oh, man. I think
Yes.
it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Now, let me go ahead and take my
Come on now.
gloves off here.
Come on now.
All right, so I got some good news, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
My boy Sean then already made a bet to me that's so beautiful because the way I'm getting ready to break it down,
No.
to not only go to the playoffs, but possibly be able to play Kansas City in the division or the championship, the conference championship. Now, the Raiders, ladies and gentlemen, not only do they have to play the Jets, the Falcons, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Broncos to get out, which they will conquer all of those teams. Not only will they beat all of them, when they get to the playoffs, it's going to be a battle between the Raiders and the Jets when it comes to the whole conference, baby.
Wow.
Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy?
Wow. What?
Thank
What
you.
up, Jerry?
Thank
Oh, no.
Raiders, baby.
What?
Raiders, baby.
Jerry, you can't
Raiders.
You see, I lost a bet. My my Redskins, Washington lost the end of the game, so I got the Lions jersey on. You missed my baby. She just came on here and made a "Does that make me crazy?" pick, saying the Detroit Lions the playoffs. You know what? Since she's gonna come on here and you're gonna say a little thing about that, you know what? I'm gonna go a little farther. I'm gonna reach back into the bag of tricks. Take it out real quick. You know, a lot of teams have been looking like they taking over and they doing this and they doing that. And a lot of y'all have seen how my boy has played recently. Bless his heart. He just had a new baby girl earlier in the year, and that's what he's been doing. And he's had a couple of losses, yeah. Yeah, you're right. But mark my words. Not only will the Seattle Seahawks win their division, they will play for a shot at the Super Bowl.
Does that make me crazy?
The Seattle Seahawks are going to make a shot for the Super Bowl.
They're going to play for a shot in the Super Bowl. Yep. Yep. And Russ, we trust his year.
I do think that you've lost it. I do think that you've lost it. You know what? I'll go ahead and put it. Does that make me crazy? Now, this team has had some very bad sorrows all season long. If I do say so myself, I believe that this team has not won one game this season. And if I make a bold prediction, I believe, because I've already made my prediction for them one time, and they let me down, because I told you guys that I thought this team may win 3 in a row.
They came close.
Now I'm going to go ahead and make the bold prediction that the New York Jets won't win another game for the rest of the season. Does that make me crazy?
Does that make me crazy?
Wow.
I don't see them do. They got the Chargers. They got the Dolphins. They got the Raiders. They got the Seahawks. They got the Rams. They got the Brownies. And they got the Patriots. They will not win another game for the season. Jeremy said, "You mean ever?"
Ever, right? Ever.
Never.
They might not win again.
Now look, everybody's like, "No, that makes a lot of sense."
No, that's not too crazy, though. That's not crazy.
Oh, man, I got to do it. I'm sorry, Jets fans. I tried. I tried, but I can't do it any longer. I can't do it any longer.
I cannot. Jets fans, I feel for you. I feel. And my question, I think the biggest question is not if they're going to win a game. The biggest question is if that guy, whoever's the number 1 draft pick, maybe it's like quarterback Trevor Lawrence, is he going to come out or is he going to say they're too bad?
Wait, no. Do you think that they're going to get the quarterback now? Do you think that the Jets are going to take the option? Is Darnold done?
It's the Jets. I don't know.
I like Darnold.
I do. I like him.
I like Sam.
But I feel like we were in this position 2 years ago when they got Darnold. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
Yeah, but keep losing superstars. My God.
Yeah.
I mean, Anderson's gone. He was cooking last year. Got rid of him. They got rid of Bell. I mean, what really does the Jets have to work with here?
Nothing.
So even if you got okay, take Sam Darnold out, you put Trevor Lawrence in. What's the difference? What difference is it going to make if you don't have a team?
Nothing.
Who's the last winning cornerback they had? Mark Sanchez, I think. I think. Remember? No. Who was the black guy they had? Geno Smith. I don't think they were winning with him though. Or maybe it was Tyrod. It's been so long since they've been winning. I don't know. Yo, shout out to Jeremy. Okay, I talked to him after the show last week, and he told me not only did he jump off the cliff, but he jumped off and he jumped into that other team in New York. But not the Giants. No. That team up in Buffalo.
No.
Buffalo.
No.
He said Pastor Josh is the man.
What?
Mr. Butt Fumble, yep.
No.
Sanchez.
No.
I think he was the last one. What was that? That was a long time ago, too.
The Jets went to the playoffs in 2010.
Who was their quarterback?
Who was the QB? 2010. Let's see. Mark Sanchez.
Wow. 10 years ago. And he was their
quarterback.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's crazy. Yep, Jeremy, he switched over, man. No longer donning your blue. Now he's got a different shade of blue on, man.
Jeremy, we're going to have a conversation after this.
Right.
We're going to have a gosh darn conversation. Because it's not going down.
Oh, no. And they had LT and Santonio. Yeah, they had a solid team that year.
those Jets in 2010.
They
Yeah,
did.
they had a good team that year.
But that's the last time they had a team.
Yeah, true. So, yo, man, and let's yeah. So that's the last time they had a team. That's crazy to think, but I don't think they're gonna win a game. I completely agree. I completely agree. It's a sad sight. I ain't gonna lie. And they had
Very
Reeves.
sad.
Yeah, they had a stacked team. They actually had a pretty solid team that year.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
All right. Well, here we come to the end of the show, and this is another one of our favorite segments called the Down and Dirty.
Down and dirty.
Down and dirty, baby. So, Janae, what you got, man? What you got this week?
Hey, man, my down and dirty for today is very, 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 very important. Now, as you can see, that we've also had some close calls with COVID-19 affecting some of these teams. We just talked about how the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, and somebody else on the squad was near players who or people who had COVID-19, right? But they ended up tested negative. But that could have been a real bad blow for the Steelers due to the fact that they're undefeated right now.
Right.
So we definitely still need to take this thing seriously. There is a second wave coming out, ladies and gentlemen. And do you guys know that during this time, they're talking about it's going to be worse than when it first started? See, with the numbers, it's already worse than it first started. So, that being said, just be safe as possible. The league needs to be safe as possible. We need to be safe as possible. Continue to wear your mask. Continue to keep yourself safe. As you can see, me and Sean, we're socially distancing. We're trying to do our best. But this is a serious situation that as it gets further into the winter, it's going to be bad. So please keep your mask on. Wash your hands constantly, so we can all make sure that we can get over this turnaround.
Yeah, we need to. I love that, and I completely agree with that. We've got to do this because it's going to come around, and it's going to come around in full effect. So now
absolutely. And look, you see the school districts, Fairfax County was supposed to have their little ones go back, but I guess they pulled that back and they're not going back. They're still staying on virtual. I guess the kindergarten and first and second, they're supposed to go back. That's not happening anymore, like right now. So it's all going back, guys. So we got to make sure that if we want to get, have progress, like we hope to have one day, we got to make sure we're doing the right part.
We got to. Hey, Jeremy said Brother Ben was hanging out with these little girls. That's how he got it. Hey.
Typical Ben.
You know how it gets done. But look, so I'm going to piggyback on that. One of the things, we love doing this. Honestly, Janae and I think I can speak for you, Janae, when I say we absolutely, positively love doing this. Love interacting with you guys. You guys make the show. You make us, be on top of our game. You hold us accountable, and we love you guys for that. I mentioned something a couple of episodes ago, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it again, basically about mental health. That is one of the consistent things that I've been hearing since when we were locked down the first time, is there are a lot of people that are going through mental health issues and issues, being alone, not being able to do their normal day-to-day. And I didn't think about that because I used to work the overnight. I'm used to kind of being alone or kind of doing my own thing. But it's a serious thing, folks. I know a couple people that are definitely dealing with that and having a hard time with that. What this show, and one of the reasons why we are so into doing this show is because it is every week. It's something you can count on. Every week you can come back and you can hit us up. And just like my nephew Jeremy was telling me, man. He said sometimes people sit there and they go through a rough day and they have a rough day and they're just stressed out and they get that little tag that says Janae Strother or Sean Spencer is live for Let's Talk Football. And they just join on, and then before they know it, they laughing and they looking at us and and everything is great. And just for that minute, even if it's just for those 30 minutes or an hour, it took their mind away from all that stuff that they were dealing with. So even if that's all we can do, even if you always don't take anything else away from these conversations, we just want to be here to help you get through these times. Because it's rough. It's rough. It's light, and people are dying. People are dying out here, and it's a lot for people to handle. And so I just want to definitely say, man, hey, we'll be here every Monday. If you need other time, we'll be here on the Let's Talk Football group. will be here on the podcast. Hit us up, man, because we love just interacting with you guys. We love being around you guys, and we love doing what we love to do, is talk football.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. You already know.
So, yeah.
Hey, man, I'm so glad that we got to do this show today. This has been truly the highlight of my week, and it just started. I can't even wait. I can't even wait until tonight's game. Who we got going on tonight, Sean? I think Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
And Bears. And Chicago.
And Chicago Bears. Oh yeah. So I know I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Before we get off, who you got?
Well, look, I gotta go with my Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah, in order for you to sleep good at night, I know you better go for the Bears. No, well, wait a minute. This is an interesting question for Kat because she's a Bears fan.
Come on, yep, good. Because I've asked this question so many times.
And she's a Cousins fan. So Kat, Cousins, Bears. What are you gonna do today? Kat?
Green and white. Let's go Cousins.
Yeah, well, okay, but are you Michigan State?
Wow. She going for look. It never fails, Kat. You always gonna go for your boo.
Wow.
I can't help it.
Wow. So if you have,
I saw the glimmer in her eye that one time when she did the interview, about him talking about Kirk Cousins. I said, you know what, Sean, if he ever left his wife, you got a problem, man.
Yes, that's true, but don't tell.
Wow.
She said, that's true.
You hear this? Look, see, a lot of people don't know, but that's kind of secretly why we had to get him out of Washington. You
had to move him further away.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, cat, nope. Hey, Dalvin Cook is gonna cook tonight. I think so too, Brandon.
Yeah.
I think so too. I'm going for the Vikings tonight. I think it's gonna be 21-17.
I think Dalvin Cook is gonna cook, but I think that Kirk Cousins is gonna lay an egg, and I think that the Chicago Bears win it 24-10.
Oh, yeah. Nick Foles ain't doing nothing. It's gonna be 5-5. It's gonna be 5-5 today.
We'll see. We gotta keep pace with those crappy Packers. Okay, let's go Bears. Go Bears.
Here we go. Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hey, we're so glad that you guys watched this show. Starting to next week, we may do a trivia question for a $25 prize. Yes. So if you paid attention to this week's show, me and Sean are going to get together this week and figure out something that we said during this show to see if you guys are paying attention, and you may be able to win that $25 prize. Next week, we're going to do it on Monday. So, hey, Jared, you were here for the whole show. Brandon, you were here for the whole show. We're going to put something out there next week, and you may be able to catch it. And if you caught what we said this week, $25 prize, man. We want to shout out the people who have been looking out for us. Y'all been riding with us. Y'all been on the show. Y'all been talking with us. Hey, Kat said, I want that $25. Hey, we don't know if you can play because you are a producer. You may know exactly what we said. We don't know if Kat can play. Sean may have to give you a couple dollars.
Right.
But we're going to make sure that everybody that tunes on to the show, we want to make sure that you guys get treated special too. So tune in next week. $25 prize. Let's go. He said, let me get the birthday gift card. Let's go. Hey, one thing that we said this week is going to be said next week, and see if you guys remember what it is. $25 prize, baby. $25 prize. Hey, I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Hey, and this is Let's Talk Football. See you next Monday. Man, can't wait. 6 o'clock. See you there.